Hello, my name is Tuesday.
I used to think AR is a concept far away from us. There were a few attempts to bring AR to our life, for sure, but most of them were failures. AR game, let alone, sounds very fictional and hard to achieve in a short time. But then one day, boom, Pokemon Go is there, and like everybody is going out, holding their phones, capturing virtual Pokemons. People don't even have to know it's AR game to actually enjoy it. And there are writers, artists who are inspired and who want to create their own AR games. But if they're not expertly of coding and programming, they're stuck and they have to figure it out. When you first open it up, you will see a welcome screen like this, and there will be hundreds of templates available for starters. You don't have to choose a template for sure, but if you have no idea where to start, or you have some very specific game type in your mind, you can just pick one of this. When you go to a secondary menu, you will see there are details dividing the type of game into smaller kinds. And there is a third option menu which has even more options, more varieties of the template you can generate from that. To actually put elements into a game, you need to pick characters, landscape elements, shape models. All of them are available in a stock database. You can also import models from your own resource if you want to. There is also a technique. By using AR device, you can scan actual objects and convert them into 3D models, which is pretty cool, like this. So now you have a 3D object on your stage. You need to create a block for the object. Block is where you define what you want the object to do and how it can be functional. By doing so, you need to go to the action menu, which is here, and pick actions you would like the object to do, or whatever task you want performance, such as move, Coliseum, and if none of them actually suits your requirements well, you can also write the script if you have the knowledge of that. Once a block is defined, it will be automatically added into your timeline as an element. The timeline is not exactly a real-time management, but more like a logical relationship. So real-time countdown can also be achieved as a part of a block. So what's on the timeline is what happens first, what happens next. If this is done, what's gonna happen? If this is not done, what's gonna happen? Eventually, everything goes to a command of game over. which is where the game ends. After you've done everything to create a playable game and you're happy with that, we can now export the game into forms which can be played on Android, on iOS, or any kind of specific AR devices, which are actually quite a lot. Well, here we can see there most of them are glasses, but AR devices are not limited to that. There are also console-based AR devices. So after I create this prototype, I show it to multiple users, and they give me their feedback. There are more than 3 questions in my user review table, but what I think is the most interesting part of it is which part is the most popular and which part is the most unpopular. From what can be seen in the feedback, people like different things. They don't actually specifically like one of these features. Like some people like the action, some people like the map, but most of them pick the timeline as their the feature they are interested in least. From what I learned from them, they either think it's way too limited, the options are too limited, or maybe they think it's too easy to be expected, or they think that it's confusing because the logic relationship isn't clear. So for sure that's going to be my next step, fixing the timeline menu and make it more interesting, make it be more available to more options. The general rating is average rating is 4.5. The full mark is 5. From 1 very poor to 5 excellent. And that's all of my this project prototyping. Thank you for watching.